and welcome. As per a latest study, AI is becoming a mainstream investment tool. However, human advisors remain key to making the final financial decisions altogether, as per this study. Now, this is HSBC's report, and that is suggesting 86% of India's high net worth individuals are using AI for investing, but human judgment still drives decisions as they rely on trusted professional advisors when making these final decisions or taking these final calls. Now, to decode this further, I'm joined by Sandeep Batra and Head of International Wealth and Premier Banking for HSBC India, who's joining us for an exclusive interaction. Thank you for your time. I'd like to begin by asking you, look, what does this study say to us then about AI versus human judgment? Your first thoughts.
See, one thing is very clear. We spoke to 1,000 people in many countries, 1,100 out of them in India, and it's very clear that Indians are leading the way. They're leading the way on researching, on using AI. What are they really doing? They are finding out, they're getting the fact base, but they want to speak to an advisor and finally a trusted advisor and take a decision.
Mm-hmm. Right. Finally, they want a trusted advisor. So then I have to ask you that, look, given what your study is highlighting, is AI transforming the way wealth managers are serving clients? And do you believe that human advisors will always remain indispensable?
I absolutely believe that when you do most important things in your life, you want to make sure that one, you get your research right. So you could be researching with the use of very varied tools, and at this point of time, AI is the tool which people are using. I think even at my own house, I see from my 15-year-old son to my 17-year-old mother, everybody researches using their favorite LLM or their favorite AI. Then they get to an expert or trusted advisor who they will speak to. And I feel that as life evolves, I think what will change is how much research do you do? How ready are you? And at the other end of the bank or your financial provider, there may be bankers, there may be financial experts who are also using AI to keep themselves equipped, get the right tools ready, and then, but you will finally, there's a human in the loop, which who you use for the decision making.
Right. So finally, you're saying it is coming back to humans at the moment, and you foresee this situation to continue. Is that right?
Do believe that the power of the human energy, the power of trust is something which is irreplaceable. I think the role of AI will continue to expand, but the decision making will have an advisor somewhere in the middle.
Right. So decision making it is will be central to human beings is what you are saying. So how can banks balance AI adoption? What are the biggest opportunities and challenges that you see in the near term?
So, we as a bank, we've been in India for 170 years. In an digital and AI, we're going from 14 cities to 34 cities because we want to be in the client city, and we've been expanding bankers in India because we want our bankers to be able to speak to the client when we want to have quality, trusted conversations. At the same point of time, we are investing in the right tools so our bankers are ability to use tools to equip themselves about the latest products, to find out about the tools, to use productivity enhancing measures so that they can serve better.
Right. Well, that's what you believe, and I want to sort of then ask you, and deviate a little from the AI report, as it were, and ask you that, look, everyone's been reading about how HSBC has expanded its gift city operations beyond wholesale banking into international wealth management altogether. Your thoughts, really, how is this strategic for India going forward in the long run? And your thoughts on how this can really transform things over the next decade.
See, Indians are global. Sakshi, I started my career 27 years back, and I spent time in many countries around the world. And I opened accounts and I closed accounts. If gift was there forever, it would be such a breeze because that is your single non-rupee account, dollar, pound, yen, euro, whatever currency you want to invest in. You could be NRI, you could be a resident. You may want a slice of the world, or you may want a slice of India. And the way I'm thinking about Gift City, if you're a resident Indian, you may want any slice of the world, and we can serve you that slice of the world through investing. At that could be a transaction banking account, that could be investing in wealth, that could be insurance. And similarly, you could be a non-resident Indian, and we have 35 odd million people who send back $150 billion back to India every year. And those people can get whatever slice of India they want, or they can get any slice of the world which they want. And I think GIFT will become a large international wealth center, and we're all investing in that thought, and we're all cheering for that thought.
Right, you're cheerleading for that thought, but as we speak, India's banking sector is grappling with both escalating household debt and the immediate challenge, really, of AI driven cyber threats across the board. So, how do you think these twin challenges can be tackled?
I think India has the world's best digital public infrastructure, or certainly among the best. We have an identity layer, we have a bureau layer, we have account aggregators. So I think banks have been provided and clients have been provided with tools to be able to understand household debt, to be able to work with clients on long-term thinking. And that's something both the policy makers, the banks, the other financial service providers, the clients have to all work together to deliver on that. I think you make a great point on cyber. I think as global connectivity goes up, so does cyber risk. And I think we're investing in tools, we're investing in education, but customers will play their part, including making sure not clicking at a wrong link, making sure that if a investment product appears to be too good to be true, but being served by our advisor, stay away from things like digital arrests, and so on and so forth. So I think basic caution, basic tools, basic protection goes a long way.
Right, and how is HSBC using AI then to improve the experience for NRIs, particularly those investing through FCNR deposits?
I think FCNR is the new window of FCNR, which got announced by RBI, is offering a zero swap rate to banks. They've allowed banks like HSBC to offer very attractive FCNR deposits to clients. In certain cases, they may be also working with a partner or another branch of their overseas to offer products which offer a certain level of inherent leverage. I think the best way to find out about FCNR is to talk to your banker, but it is a short window and an attractive window, and HSBC is at the center of it.
Right. What are HSBC India's long-term plans for India then? Given the fact that, look, we have seen RBI has proposed new AI governance rules, SEBI has intensified scrutiny on governance altogether, disclosures and compliance as well is what SEBI is closely looking into now. So, what to your mind is the need of the hour for India's banking sector? And what is HSBC's aim in the near term and long term?
So we can expand our franchise in India. We are one of the 4 priority markets for the group around the world, along with China, Singapore, and UAE. As you know, we have 2 home markets in the UK and Hong Kong. We continue to invest into the business as I going from 14 cities to 34. On AI, we are investing at scale. I think governance is needed at any point of time in anything banking. We will comply with our governance standards, both which are global standards, so we will get best of global standards as well as complying with the local regulator. So I think regulation is welcome here.
Right, so regulation is the way forward, you think? And how do you think India's banking sector, what really is the need of the hour for India's banking sector, given all that we've heard from the RBI and SEBI very recently?
So see, banks at any point of time deal with clients' money and therefore the client's trust. So therefore, as they embrace new technology, as they scale, and we've been doing that for the last 170 years, new tools, new technologies will come in. Along with that, checks and balances, both internal as well as come from the regulator, will come in, and they will be learning both sides. And I'm sure the path forward is much more brighter.
The path forward will be better. Thank you so much for this exclusive interaction and for sharing your thoughts with Times Now Digital. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you.